Part 1. Breaking free from linear thinking. Your mind as a complex system. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly navigate complex problems while others get stuck in mental loops? The difference often lies in how they think about thinking itself. Welcome to the world of systems thinking applied to your own mind. Most of us were taught to think linearly. Problem A leads to solution B. Cause creates effect. Simple, clean, predictable. But your mind doesn't actually work this way, and neither does the world around you. Your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and behaviors exist in a complex web of interconnections, feedback loops, and emergent patterns that can't be understood by examining each piece in isolation. Imagine your mind as a vast ecosystem rather than a simple machine. Just as a forest isn't merely a collection of individual trees, your consciousness isn't just a bundle of separate thoughts. The trees in a forest communicate through underground networks, share resources, and influence each other's growth. Similarly, your thoughts interact, influence each other, and create patterns that shape your entire mental landscape. This is where systems thinking becomes revolutionary. Instead of trying to fix individual thoughts or behaviors, you begin to understand the underlying structures and relationships that create them. You start to see your mind as an interconnected system where changing one element can ripple through the entire network. Consider anxiety, for example. Linear thinking might tell you that anxiety is simply a problem to be eliminated. But systems thinking reveals anxiety as part of a complex web involving your beliefs about safety, your past experiences, your body's stress responses, your sleep patterns, your social connections, and even your breathing habits. Each element influences the others in endless feedback loops. The magic happens when you realize that small changes in the right places can create profound shifts throughout the entire system. This is called leverage, finding the points where minimal effort produces maximum impact. Instead of fighting anxiety directly, you might discover that improving your sleep quality reduces stress, which improves your decision-making, which builds confidence, which naturally reduces anxiety. Your belief systems operate the same way. Every belief you hold is connected to dozens of other beliefs, experiences, and mental models. When you try to change a belief by force, you often create internal resistance because you're fighting against the entire network that supports that belief. But when you understand the system, you can find the keystone beliefs, the ones that, when shifted, allow the entire structure to reorganize naturally. Think about your daily mental habits. You probably have patterns of thinking that you repeat unconsciously, mental loops that your mind falls into automatically. These aren't isolated events. They're part of larger systems that include your environment, your relationships, your physical state, and your accumulated experiences. Understanding these patterns as systems, rather than individual problems, opens up entirely new possibilities for transformation. The beautiful paradox of systems thinking is that it makes change both more complex and more elegant. Complex because you must consider multiple interconnected factors. Elegant because you stop fighting individual symptoms and start working with the natural intelligence of the system itself. This shift in perspective is just the beginning. Once you start seeing your mind as a system, you can't unsee it. You begin to notice the invisible connections between your thoughts and emotions, the hidden patterns that drive your behavior, and the leverage points where small changes create big results. In our next exploration, we'll dive deeper into mapping these mental systems, learning to identify the key components, relationships, and feedback loops that shape your inner world. But for now, simply begin to notice. Notice how your thoughts connect to each other. Notice how your mood affects your thinking and how your thinking affects your mood. Notice the patterns, the loops, the connections you've never seen before. Your mind is not a machine to be programmed or a problem to be solved. It's a living, dynamic system waiting to be understood and worked with rather than against. This understanding is the foundation of true mental mastery.